Yes, madam.
Geeta, go ahead.
Good evening. This is Geeta Mallikarjunan, CEO of HMA. And on behalf of Hyderabad Management Association, I welcome you to the MSc program on the topic, Maximizing Your Business Potential with ChatGPT, Unlock the Power of AI by Mr. V. Srinivas Rao, popularly known called VSR. He is the chairman and MD, BT and BT Management Consultancy Private Limited. We are all agog to hear what is in store for us. I also welcome our office bearers, MC members, and all the members who have registered for this program and also watching us live on Facebook. I welcome our MSME convener, Mr. Peddi Rajendra Krishna Prasad. I also welcome our Joint Secretary, Alwala Devendra Reddy, and our speaker for the day, Mr. V. Srinivas Rao, that is VSR, and our president, Mr. Ramchandar, who I request to take the session forward.
Thank you once again, Geeta ji. A very warm welcome and good evening to one and all. A special welcome to our VSR Garu, Srinivas Rao Garu. He's a well-known figure in this, and we are fortunate to have him for the second time. Earlier also we saw him on the launch of his book, you all know pretty well. I also welcome our convener, Rajendra Garu. I think I was just mentioning a few minutes ago, saying that probably in this webinar race, I think we are slightly ahead in bringing a topic on ChatGPT. I think it's a good thing that you've done, and everybody's inquisitive. Before the session started, I think everyone was asking more questions than the session itself. So welcome to Devendra Reddy ji, also our Joint Secretary, our member Sivaram Garu, and I welcome Dinesh ji, and all August members who are present over here. I feel it is a real privilege that we are talking on a very good topic, a live topic, and a very recent passion topic. I'm sure at the end of the session, we'll get, probably a little more, knowledgeable and a little more, comfortable to know what exactly it is. So much talk is being made. I'm sure we'll be very much enlightened. Thank you, sir. And I'm happy that you have accepted our request and joined us. At this moment, as the president of HMA, I feel that I talk a few words about HMA, mostly to the members, some of whom are probably coming regularly, and for them it may look a little repetitive. I'm sorry for that. But anyway, I thought that I should talk a few words about HMA, saying HMA always continues to do this sort of programs, trying to make people enlightened and get some new topics, more focusing on the management related. And I'm sure we have been doing these programs on a success basis to different categories. That is the MSME sector, Mr. Rajendra Prasad is heading it and is bringing several programs which are absolutely being acknowledged by most of the audience, saying that they've been very useful. And I think that is our final goal, that we should make people understand that what we can bring in is useful to them. And at the end of the day, hopefully, a little part of it will be used in their daily operations. We've been focusing also on the students, and the students we are trying to say how to get into the corporate world or employment world or their own enterprise world, and then try to see that they're comfortable. Several inputs which normally college gives, we probably keep supplementing a little more, and I'm sure they're also quite valuable. The IRP program, which we've been doing for the fourth time in succession, and we have received tremendous response. I've been telling earlier also, we have almost 150 registrations, and the program is going on very well with several speakers, including Mr. Dinesh was there. I'm sure we have been doing some sort of progress in that also. One point which I thought I would definitely mention and make a request to all the August audience present is that we are having a annual awards function, which will be probably in the second or third week of March. We called for nominations. We did receive quite a good number of them, but we're still looking for more nominations to make the contest more, I would rather say, lively and as well as competitive. So the last date has been put up to month end. So some of the members who are sitting here, if they feel they're eligible, or at least pass on the information to your known contact and make them also try to file the application with us so that we'll have a good number of applications. This will be a 50th year, so we thought that it should be done well. Hopefully, we'll be doing that with a good intent. With these words, I think I'll not take much time. I'll hand over the mic to Mr. Rajendra Prasad, who will mention about our honorable speaker today and his biodata and the contribution that he made. He has been in very senior positions. I'm sure today's topic would be very lively, and all will be absolutely enlightened at the end of the session. Thank you very much, sir, and welcome once again to all of you. Sir, namaste, Srinivas Rao, once again, namaste to you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Ramchandra garu.
Respected our HMA President, Sri Ramchandra Garu, our Joint Secretary, Sri Devendra Reddy Garu, and our MC member, Shivaram Tekul Garu, and Mr. Dinesh Ji, and our CEO of HMA, Geeta Ma'am, and distinguished guests and invitees for this webinar. And today's guest speaker, Sri V. Srinivasa Garu. It's indeed my pleasure in inviting you all for this evening on a webinar, Maximizing Your Business Potential with ChatGPT, Unlock the Power of AI by Mr. Sri V. Srinivasa Garu. We call it the VSR Garu. So you all know that, this particular ChatGPT is launched on 30th of November 2022 by San Francisco-based OpenAI founder and CEO, Mr. Sam Altman. The service was freely initially to the public, with the plans to monetize the service later. By December 4, OpenAI estimated that ChatGPT had over the 1 million users. In January 23, the ChatGPT reached over 100 million, making it one of the fastest growing business in this internet service. Even it's giving a tough calling to Microsoft and Google even. Like recently, excitement about ChatGPT has created a considerable buzz, and those unfamiliar with it might be perceived as a needing to be in touch or behind the time. Nevertheless, ChatGPT is a highly valued system originating from artificial intelligence research. ChatGPT is going to change the way you do business. It helps you generate the content automatically, design web content for you, write emails, create go-to-market plan, translate languages, write articles, and create software code. Many more, all without human intervention. As a result, ChatGPT helps improve your productivity. There are also negative implications of ChatGPT, as it would constrain the development of cognitive abilities, especially for those who started their career or for the students. In this webinar, our speaker, Srinivasa Garu, is going to discuss more on how to maximize your business potential with ChatGPT. Now, as a convener of MSME committee, it's my privilege and honor to introduce the speaker profile to you all. V. Srinivasa Garu, we call it the VSR Garu, is the chairman and managing director for BT and BT Management Consulting Private Limited, and was a former chief digital officer (CDO) at Tech Mahindra till 2014. He has worked with the global customers in 25 countries. He was featured in Fortune 500 India 2012 as one of the rubber soles for Sachem Computer turnaround the story. VSR Garu is an executive coach, consultant, and advisor to CXOs, government officers, and senior executives on business digitalization. He was the chairman of the Smart Cities Working Group at the Institute of Engineering and Technology, IET India. Currently, he is chairing the Open Digital Innovation Group of IET India. He was a convener and member of the Bureau of Indian Standards, the Blockchain Standards, Blockchain Smart Contracts, ISO, Standard Working Group. He is a recipient of awards from PMI, USA Infosys, IGE, Tech Mahindra, and an invited keynote speaker and a panel chair at globally renowned technology events. His mission is to prepare organizations and people for the fourth and fifth industrial revolution by creating a better today and better tomorrow. He authored 3 books. One is Ignite the Spark to Build a New India, PMI PCC, Software Defined Smart Cities, IET, and Lean Digital Thinking, Digitalization, Business in a New World Order, Bloomsbury Publications. This is indeed a brief about our VSR. Now, sir, once again, welcome you to, sir, to take over the dais now. We're eagerly waiting to listen to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that great introduction. Thanks, Ramchandra Garu, Devendra Reddy Garu, and Geeta Garu for inviting me. So I'm sure this is a very new topic and a lot of things getting emerged. Many unknowns will be there. But I will try to share a few of my real life experiences of using this particular tool in general. So let me just share my PPT so that you'll have an idea of. Are you able to see the screen?
No.
Not yet?
There's a screen, but nothing is visible on it.
1 second. Now? No? Yes,
Okay,
yes.
sir.
Last time it had come just a few minutes. I mean, when you started.
I hope now it will come. No. Fine?
No,
No, sir, not yet.
1 second. Now?
Yeah.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
All right. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Let me start with a few examples. I'm sure you have been using few of these things. How many people have been experiencing if you get mails, spam mails, right? They just simply go to some junk or spam and all, right? So that's, I'm sure you're all experiencing that, right? Second is the Siri in Apple or maybe Google Voice, whatever it is. So you're also extensively using it. Then is Alexa. And then some of the chatbots, which maybe ICICI Bank or any other website you go, some pop-up will come in the extreme right corner asking you, hey, do you have any questions? I am the chatbot. So if it is not able to respond, then it will say that I will connect you to a human agent. That means the bot was not intelligent enough to answer all type of questions. It is designed to answer very specific questions or specific tasks, right? So if you look at, these are all the different categories. The extreme left side, if you look at, it is an autonomous car. So I'm sure you have seen so many case studies and scenarios in the world. The car can park itself automatically, right? And it is driving itself. You look at Tesla also, there is a self-driving mode is there. In India, it may take more time and all. So how all these things are possible? Any guess? How a car can drive itself? Any thoughts from that? Anybody wants to share your thoughts on that? How Alexa is able to understand your language? How Siri is able to understand? How a chatbot is able to understand your question and giving you the right answer, right? Or how the mail, basically in the mailbox, it knows that it is a spam mail and you should not go to the direct mail and all, right? So these are all a few examples which we have seen. Of course, there are so many examples are there. I think all these things are possible because of the technologies which probably were there last 50, 60 years. But in the last 10 years, I think it evolved. It's called artificial intelligence, right?
Yeah.
Because of the artificial intelligence, only all these things are happening. So what is artificial intelligence? Just let us recap. There is no need to get into this because today we are not talking about artificial intelligence, but we are talking about the magic and the power of artificial intelligence with one application, that is ChatGPT. But in general, if you go to the nirvana stage of artificial intelligence, we have not yet reached. So the artificial intelligence can plan, it can learn itself, it can solve the problems, it is creative and reasoning is possible, it can recognize the speeches, it can take the decisions. I don't think we have yet reached that state. So the artificial intelligence is nothing but able to bring all these features into a machine or into a software code, it doesn't matter. But it is a very complex subject, the artificial intelligence. We are not getting into details. So if you want to really experience or to be an expert in artificial intelligence, it is a mixture of mathematics, sociology, then philosophy, computer science, psychology, neuroscience, and brain-computer interface is happening today. There also artificial intelligence is used, and biology and all. All these things will come into picture. So don't you think the extreme left side is nothing but the cognitive abilities of human beings? Whatever human beings we are doing today, the artificial intelligence is going to do in the coming years, maybe after 25 years or 10 years or 15 years. But some of the things are already happening. So what we are talking today is only those some of the things what artificial intelligence is going to do it. Okay. So this is what I think the artificial intelligence world So how it is designed. Look at here, artificial intelligence is a broader domain of simulating the human intelligence. But it is nowhere real to the human intelligence. It is impossible also. Maybe even it takes 100 years, it will take, I think, nearer to human beings may take probably 100 years or 50 years, we don't know. Sometimes it may be 150 years. The reason is very simple. Human brain has 80 billion neurons and trillions and trillions of connections, maybe I think 1,000 trillions of connections within our brain. Okay, that means the chemicals flowing between the neurons and neurons connections and all this complex thing, I don't think you get it because the human brain is very complex. Okay, it will take 50 years or 100 years, but certainly a lot of capabilities of the human beings, the cognitive abilities of the human beings can be replicated with artificial intelligence. That is a worry for many people. Okay, so the broader thing is this artificial intelligence. In that, there are two important things are there. So one is the machine learning and other is the deep learning. So machine learning is the lowest level compared to deep learning, which uses the data coming from social media, data coming from call records, data coming from your emails or transactional systems, machines, equipment, whatnot, right? There are so much of data is coming today. That data is pumped to the statistical models and algorithms, analysis is done. Then I think you are able to predict what is going to happen. That is a machine learning. But the last one here is a deep learning. This is a simulation of the human brain. The artificial neural networks creation, right? And then trying to simulate near human intelligence, but we are not at there. But some applications already happening. So that is, I think, the deep learning. That is a neural networks replication. And then the data is pumped as if you are pumping to the human brain, as if the human brain is processing. There are so many powerful algorithms already built. In my view, your human brain is nothing but mathematics and algorithms. The data is coming from your 5 senses, and then the algorithms are processing, then you are responding, right? The similar thing you are able to replicate in this. The whole subject here is called a data science. Means there is a lot of confusion. People think what is AI, ML and DL and all. The data science is a bigger thing. It's like it is a comprehensive problem definition, data preparedness, exploratory analysis, modeling, evaluation of the modeling, model deployment and data visualization and seeing what is going to happen and all. If you cover this end to end, that is the data science. It is a bigger subject. Under that, artificial intelligence, machine learning are used for whatever, the modeling and all those things will come under that, right? So this is what I want to set the context today. So the artificial intelligence is going to become what our friend, our teacher, our companion, and even our enemy. Okay, if it is in the bad hands, I think it will be trained in wrong way. Let us say a robot walking like a security guard on the road, and you teach it, you basically train it. Robo is, I mean, that is nothing but algorithm training is nothing but training your brain, right? When I'm getting trained, my brain also understand, and I repeat it. Oh, when there is a red, I think I have to stop, means my brain is trained. Okay, when there is a red signal, you have to stop. Like that, I also did training a robo with the algorithms and data sets. I give it in the wrong way. If you see a dot on the forehead of any human being, just go and kill them. What happens then? Right? So there is always a good, there is always a bad. That means who is basically driving this artificial intelligence matters, good or bad. So with that note, I will try to conclude 3 important categories of artificial intelligence. Then we'll get into ChatGPT and all. So this is Aaron Hinch has classified artificial intelligence. Today, I think we are narrow artificial intelligence. That means I talk about a spam filter, right? That is a specific task. Or a Siri, only few tasks you are able to perform. Alexa, it's not like Alexa can do everything and the whole thing, right? They are designed for specific tasks and they do specific tasks. That is called narrow artificial intelligence. But a general artificial intelligence is very powerful. It can do anything because it is trained. It can understand the new situations. Then it can adjust to that, and it will get the new data sets, trained again and again. Then it will prepare for, adapt to the new situations, not designed for specific tasks, right? Then we are already a bit of this general artificial intelligence already there. Super intelligent artificial intelligence is nothing but surpasses humans in terms of intelligence and cognitive abilities. This is today speculation. We are not yet there. It may take 50 years, 100 years. We are not sure. Okay. So I think this is what the artificial intelligence, if you understand. Now, why we talking about artificial intelligence? You invited me to talk about ChatGPT. Let us get into that. Okay. So under this general artificial intelligence, there is also something called natural language processing, which is part of artificial intelligence. That means it can understand the human language, what I'm speaking now, Telugu, English, Hindi, whatever. That's a natural language, right? How the natural language can be understood by the machine, and it can also respond. That is a natural language processing, and those are called language models. Let me explain that. Okay. So today, this general artificial intelligence, whatever the second category I mentioned, one of the important outcome of artificial intelligence is language models. That means what computers can understand, Telugu, Hindi, English, French, and they can have the conversations with us, the natural language perspective. It's not like a machine language. I think which machine understands something you don't understand. It's not like that. So what is this language model? The language models are very powerful. They can translate the languages, Telugu to Hindi, Telugu to English, Telugu to French, or Japanese to English and all. That is one powerful thing. What these language models can do, this is the outcome of the artificial intelligence. They can recognize the speech. I'm sure you already, Siri is what? I mean, after all, right? It recognizes the speech and all, right? Then they can summarize the text. If I give some 2 paragraphs and all, they're intelligent enough to summarize and give you probably an executive summary of 4 or 5 lines, for example. And you are also experiencing some of the chatbots, which I already told you, right? Some of the retail stores. All those things are built on the top of these language models. The other name for these language models also called transformers. These things come under the general artificial intelligence or artificial general intelligence. Any questions till now? I just want to set the context first. So without understanding language models, you don't understand what is ChatGPT. Okay. The language models are basically general artificial intelligence. One of the categories of that, they are derived. Now let us get into what are all the different type of transformers available today. A few examples. And look at here. Some of the more, I think, additional features, which I gave you only few things. I mean, they can do code completion, they can reading comprehension, summarization, semantic question answering, right? Or not. So all these things comes under language models. Okay. But how they can do, how they got this power, that is a very interesting thing. You have to understand that, right? They can translate, they can have dialogues and so on and so forth. Okay. So there are 3 important transformers you look at on the top, right? Extreme right side top. So that is GPT-3, then Google Bard, and our friend Chinese claim View JO 2.0, the most powerful transformer in the world. That's why they say. But unfortunately, what Chinese say, we can't test it or verify it, right? So let me tell you what this GPT-3 first, before we get into ChatGPT. GPT-3 is one of the transformers. That means one of the language models. Okay, which I told, right? The language model. So look at here. So this particular language model, GPT-3, the full name is Generative Pre-trained Transformer. This is a 3rd version. GPT-1 was there, GPT-2 was there, now GPT-3, they are working on GPT-4. Okay, what is here is, it is trained on 175 billion parameters. The parameters means if you take a cat, for example, What are the parameters you consider to call it as a cat? It has tail, it has colored eyes, or it has something like what else? I mean, I don't know, a mustache. Okay, these are all called parameters, right? So like that, you have to give so many times. Okay, cat means this is the way it looks like. It is the way it looks like. You may send images, millions of images, teaching that artificial intelligence language model, telling that the cat means these are all the parameters, should be like this, should be like this, should be like this, and all. And whenever you send a new cat image, it will say it is a cat. If you send a dog image, it will fail. It is not cat, for example, right? So it is trained on 175 billion parameters of this text related, right? The languages related and all. And what make it a smart language? How it is trained? It used 1,024 graphical process units, 34 days, and they spent approximately $4.6 million, and it consumed around 936 megawatts of the power to bring this GPT-3 to this level. You don't get into too much on this. GPT-3 is trained on 175 billion parameters. But our friends, the Chinese, say that View Devo trained on 1.75 trillion parameters. God knows. Okay. But we are not sure whether they really, that means imagine the power. I mean, it's like a near human, right? All the natural language processing things, whatever it can do it. But anyhow, the war started now, the Transformers war. It's not a movie which we saw many years back, right? But the Transformers here are the language models. GPT-3, then Google Bard. I'm expecting, I think they can do wonders. Maybe they are in the testing phase now, and it may take another 6 months for them to come out. I think their model also, they are also, I think, billions of parameters they are training, their models, and so on and so forth, right? I think this is the context. If somebody says that, I think how this ChatGPT, etc., came. Now, let me tell you, what is ChatGPT now? This GPT-3 transformer has been utilized to build various applications. On the top of those transformers, which are already trained with so many billions of parameters, you are able to build so many new applications. One of such applications is called ChatGPT. It is built by OpenAI. Okay, only OpenAI can build it? No, you can also build on the top of GPT-3. They provide API, application programmable interfaces, so that this highly capable trained language model, a transformer, is available. And you need to understand that transformer has an humongous capabilities. On the top of that, one of the applications is ChatGPT. I can build another hundreds of applications with different scenarios. Okay, so that's what ChatGPT. And now let me tell you, so there are, I think, 15 to 20 scenarios are there. I will give this as a practical examples rather theoretical now. Let us go to now the ChatGPT. You can go to openai.com. In that, you have to go to ChatGPT and then try it out. Okay, after this session, you can try it. Now, let us look at a few scenarios I will give you. I think this one I have to get in. Just give me. Hello?
Yeah.
So are you able to see the screen?
Yeah, now it's scary. Now you're seeing. Yeah.
Yeah, but my problem, I'll see that. So this is what I think the screen looks like, the Chat GPT. I'm not getting into how you install and all. Very simple. You go to their OpenAI dot and all. Now let us look at one by one scenarios, right? The first scenario I'm going to tell you is, can you rephrase? For example, you give some paragraph. So we are all engineers. I am not sure. I mean, our engineering English is different and marketing English is different. I am sure you all agree. Most of us are engineers, managers and all, right? So it's not like everybody is great in their English. So they wrote it and they thought, okay, better rephrase it or refine it. Okay. So which I am extensively using nowadays. Okay. So let us say, for example, I want to rephrase something, a statement. Are you able to see the screen now? ChatGPT.
Yes, sir.
We are able to see, yeah.
Okay. So look at here now. This one, I just already have the text and rephrase. We are excited to introduce ChatGPT to get users' feedback and learn about it. I put it here, what? A prompt here like, please rephrase, right? I wrote it rephrase. And I just press it. It will rephrase the statement what I have given in a more, I think, I hope you are able to see, right?
Yes, please.
So this wrote it. Our team is thrilled to present ChatGPT, and we are eager to receive feedback from users to learn. And it has a more better English than what I wrote. You saw that, right? Please refine further. On the top, let us see what it will show. So it is refining further, right? Can you write this to get to understand by a 9th standard kid? So it also can know, oh, if it is a 9th standard kid, I think my English should be simple to understand. Right? Got it?
Yeah. Language
So-
change is possible, sir? Yeah.
Yeah,
Telugu you want.
I will have that also. I have. I will show you. You can
Okay.
change it to Japanese. You can change it to French.
Okay.
Okay, you can change it to Telugu also. I tried, but it is very slow and it is not properly trained. Okay, so with other languages, I think it supports almost 91 languages. I heard.
Okay.
Okay, so clear this one. I think. See, I mean, if somebody is really thinking that, oh, I think I'm sending it to some probably very senior guy, and I don't want to be challenged on my English, then I think you can come and correct it here. Okay. Not for everything. Then it looks, I think, we lose our natural language, right? So we should not. That's my view. Okay. The second one is, I want to write emails with varying context, right? I want to write an email now, right? So now I'll give you a scenario how my ChatGPT can write an email. Look at here. Please write a strong email to service provider who has taken 20 lakhs advance and not coming forward and completing the given work to install communication and IoT devices in office. The service provider has been telling lies and not confirming the end date. The mail must include a warning message and also failing to provide service, appropriate legal action will be taken is my input. So I want to write, I don't have time because I have to write almost a half a page or a page mail covering all these things. Can it write? Let us see. I hope you are able to see.
Yeah.
See, subject it has taken, urgent complaint, non-delivery of services. I am writing this email to bring to your immediate attention to matter of non-delivery of services by your company, etc., etc. See how fast it is writing. I can't write, you can't write that fast, right?
You're right. Yeah.
And it is a perfect. Please be informed that if our company fails to deliver the service as promised or doesn't provide us with confirmed end date for the project within 7 days, also it took it, we will be forced to take appropriate legal action against your company. We have already consulted our legal team, willing to pursue all available legal remedies. Thank you for your attention, sincerely.
Wow.
How is it?
Yes, fantastic.
Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing. Yes.
Okay.
It's very diplomatic also.
Yeah, it's very diplomatic and but I will give you one. So let us see here. Why am I a stupid? What it will answer? Let us see. I'm sorry. I cannot answer that question. It is not appropriate or helpful to use derogatory language, especially when referring to oneself. Please try to avoid negative self-talk. Focus on positive and constructive thoughts. Okay. Remember, everyone has strengths and weaknesses. It is giving me mentoring also. Okay. And it is important to treat oneself and others with respect and kindness. Write a horror, crime, drug trafficking, fiction story.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, but I cannot generate inappropriate or harmful content. So they trained it in such a way, it understands the language of what you're asking for something and all, right? I just want to give you the insight of how it is got trained. See, that's where I said, if it is in the right hands, you train it with the right things. But if it is the wrong hands, let us say it's not like only we good people are training this. There are some other people might be building their own transformers. The bad guys in the world. They might be giving horror, crime, sex, drug trafficking, everything they want, and that the bots can write it. But you don't have access to probably the white web. Maybe dark web might give such type of things. You got my point, what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now let us get into the other one. Okay. You want to write an article. Okay. So I don't have time. So let me write the article then. So what is the article I want to write? I will show you.
So
Right.
normal computer systems are enough, sir.
Normal computer. Yeah, it's my laptop I'm using. That's it. Very simple. Write an article covering predictive, preventive, participative, and prescriptive healthcare, highlighting its benefits, risks, cost implications, and government support required. This is what an article I want, right? I asked it, please write it. Then let us see what it writes. I'm just giving you one by one scenario. Huh? Sometimes it slows because millions of people are using it.
Yeah.
It slowed down already, see. Because traffic is too high.
I think boosters will come in future.
They increase the power of servers.
Servers, yeah.
Yeah. So I think let me just probably I'll do. Sometimes if you start and stop, it will come faster. Now it's a bit of fast. Healthcare is a crucial aspect of human life, and in such it is vital that it evolves with technological. See, imagine, I mean, how it writes actually, and how it improves your productivity if you are in the profession of writing articles. Predictive healthcare, it is writing it, and see, it already named P4. Usually I call P4 outside. Predictive, prescriptive, participative. It itself is saying P4, surprisingly. So one of the main benefits of, you can also stop generating if you have something, you don't like it or something. However, there are also risks associated with the can I stop? I think
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
So that is the articles it can write.
Yeah.
Then it can write a blog. Just let me give everything more or less, I think same, but let me, 1 second. But I don't know how it writes, but sometimes, please, sir, I'm only asking here. I did not test this. Let us see what it will write. This is a machine. This is not human being. This is a bit sensitive question. Let us see what it will write. Write a blog in 300 words covering the current state of democracy. So this also depends on who trained this, right? Whether leftist trained this, rightist, or central. Let us see. Let us see. India is known as the world's largest democracy with population of 1.3. However, the current state of democracy in India is topic of much debate and discussion. While India has strong democratic one of the main issues facing democracy in India is the rise of authoritarianism. See, it is anti-YGP, it is coming a bit of, right? So that means it probably been trained with the data sets of the leftist type of inputs. So if you go to probably Russia, it might be different. Anyhow, who trained this? Okay, so this is, I want to give you an example of how the language models are trained. Also matters a lot. That's why I'm giving this. So this is a little bit of anti-BJP, if you really look at here. But it is very subtle, huh?
Yeah. Okay.
We have already seen it when Palki tested on Pakistan.
Yeah. Palki, right?
That was
Absolutely.
a live
That is a very
example.
diplomatic.
Palki
Yeah, correct. So this is, I think, write a blog or something. Then let us go to. Okay, you can write something.
And a future developments of ChatGPT.
Sorry.
Future developments of ChatGPT.
No. Let us complete a few more scenarios.
Acha, okay.
There are only 4, right? You have so many. Let us spend more time on that. Future we can talk. First, let us understand what is.
No, will it answer if you want to answer?
Which one?
Yeah.
If you give it a question like that, will it answer?
Oh, that one you are telling. Okay. What is that question?
The future developments of ChatGPT.
So we'll see that. Yeah. What is the future development?
Maybe related to MSME or productivity tools for MSME.
Okay.
Will come. So let us look at what is the as on AI language model, ChatGPT has the potential for various future developments. Here are some possibilities it is giving. Okay. And next question, what is that, Mr. Ramchandra, you asked?
MSME, related to MSME.
What are the productivity tools very specific to MSMEs in India, let us say?
Okay.
Are you using voice tools, sir?
No. I am just typing. It doesn't support
Typing.
voice now. For voice, you have to build your third-party application and it translate to text and send it to this.
Yes.
Look at here, Tally, it is giving Tally. Zoho one.
It'll go on for pages.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Slack.
Slack.
Put some light on API, sir. How
Sorry?
can we API?
Yeah, they call it a ChatGPT 3 API. You need to go to OpenAI.
Yeah.
There you get that API.
Can do that from
Okay.
API, maybe in Excel sheet or maybe some other kind of PPTs.
I think we have lots, sir. I think, yeah.
I'll tell that. I will tell that. Just come.
You better
have to
stop
build-
generating.
Yeah, stop
Keeps
generating.
on giving
Okay.
it so much
So there are a lot
stuff.
of things are there. So this is one. Okay, let me ask it to write a fiction story. Plot. This only I wrote it yesterday. Plot on a Nepal girl loves Telugu boy in Amravati and both want to marry, but the families do not agree. Don't worry about English and all. Then the boy goes to Nepal and adopt a few villages and do some Srimandru type of script copy.
Yeah.
Few villages, do a great social work. Girl's father likes the boy too much and agree the marriage. The revelation is that the boy's father is a political criminal and he promised his boy to marry a girl from India's biggest business family. Around this, write a very interesting plot. A typical Indian.
I think you will be a competitor to Rajamouli for the next task.
No, I already started writing one fiction. Don't worry, I'll talk to you. Okay, then the title also it gave Cross Borders.
Cross borders. Okay.
The story begins in Amravati where Telugu boy named Arjun falls in love with a Nepali girl called Sita. They meet in the most unexpected place. Arjun and Sita spend time together and eventually fall in love. Despite the opposition, Arjun and Sita continue to pursue their love. One day, Arjun decides to go to Nepal to meet Sita. Sita's father gives his approval, but Sita's mother still not. Mother also not convinced.
You are mixing Mahabharata and Ramayana together. You're taking two characters.
Meanwhile, Arjun
ChatGPT.
Meanwhile, Arjun starts to get involved in social work in Nepal. He adopts some wildfire. Okay, one day Sita's mother receives a call from family friend in India who tells her Arjun's father is a political criminal. Okay, Arjun returns to Nepal and proposes Sita. Sita accepts. Okay, this usual Nepal. Arjun's father serving time in jail. Jail also there. Arjun's father went to jail. Cross Borders is a heartwarming story of love, sacrifice, power of selflessness. My God, what not?
I think we can, yeah, great.
So it wrote a story, and it can not only story. Very interesting thing I tried is,
Poetry.
can you write a script for this? Let me ask it. Can you write script for the above story? Let us see what it says. Yeah, my God, it is writing.
Yeah.
The day Amaravati temple, huh? Arjun, Telugu boy, visits the temple with his family. He spots Sita, a beautiful Nepali girl, and they share a brief eye contact. We have to
Yeah,
tell this to
so-
cameraman. Arjun and Sita talk and bond over their shared interests. Okay, cut to Arjun house. So now we move to the other scene now. Sita
Yeah.
house, Arjun house, Nepali village.
Perfect.
My God. Okay. Okay, you can have one. Hmm?
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
now.
VSR Garu,
Ah,
where does this chat GPT guy gets the content? Is he actually going through?
no, sorry. Where did you get from your brain if you want to write an article?
Okay, you think about it. So
It is trained.
It's-
It
it's
is
a-
like a virtual brain. It is trained already.
it's an artificial intelligence at work.
Correct. It is trained. Its brain is trained with the algorithm is nothing but a
Okay.
brain. The algorithm is trained with, like your brain recognize how you write it. You have some cognitive abilities to write it. Think and write, right?
Right.
Poetry it will write, sir? Poetry?
Yeah, it can
Yeah,
write.
I
I'll
think
show you that
yes.
also. Don't worry. So, but you need to enjoy what we are. So let us see. I want to give you another great thing, especially for teach.
సార్ ఏమైనా కందపద్యం ఏమైనా చెప్తుందా?
అంటే తెలుగులో కొంచెం కష్టపడుతుంది సార్, ట్రై చేశాను కానీ చంపేస్తుంది, లాంగ్వేజ్ చంపేస్తుంది అది.
You have to ask Shakespeare to describe an Indian wedding. Let's see how it is.
అది కూడా అడగమంటారా?
I'm just saying
Limericks.
it.
Can it have limericks?
ఏమంటది?
Limerick.
లిమరిక్ అంటే ఏంటండి?
It is a short poetry which is funny.
Okay,
Limericks.
tell me the spelling.
Spelling.
Limericks. Limericks.
That's it. RACKS.
Okay.
Limericks.
Yeah. You typed it right. You can
Right.
search for it.
Topic చెప్పండి.
Anything on maybe the present political situation.
You can just say on management. That's
And
it.
management, okay.
Okay.
On Indian management, we'll say.
Indian management.
Okay.
Limericks.
Don't understand.
కొంచెం టైం పడుతుందండి, లేకపోతే ఇది అర్థం.
If it doesn't understand, it will say I haven't understood.
అవును,
Acha, response like
అంటే
that.
ఇది ఇక్కడ స్లో రెస్పాన్స్ ఇప్పుడు, ఎందుకంటే సమ్ టైమ్స్ సారీ నేను కొంచెం ఫాస్ట్ చచ్చిపోతున్నాను. 1, 2, 3. I think it is struggling, it seems.
Okay.
Sure. Oh, sure. Here are a few limericks. Even it corrected my English, I guess.
Yeah, it is. Actually, there is no double M.
There once was a manager from India whose leadership style was quite benign. He empowered his team and achieved his dream. Ma'am, is it okay?
Yeah.
Team and dream.
Yeah.
And
In India, management's an art, balancing work and hard with hierarchy respected and relationships connected. Success is just a start. Indian managers know how to inspire. Their teams never tire. They lead by example. Okay?
Oh, bound. It's good.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
good. Very good.
Okay.
Geeta, better use it for your minutes of meeting. It will be easy.
Next important thing, let us write question paper రాయిద్దాం దాని చేత.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, in different formats, create exam paper. Topic చెప్పండి.
Okay.
Present CBSE, it's going to start end of the month, right?
అది CBSE అర్థమైందో లేదో చూద్దాం.
Sports mean పెట్టండి. ఏదైనా sports.
Okay, abbreviations. Yeah. I think
On
it must
sports.
be able to do.
Sports.
Okay. ఇప్పుడు నేను 4 క్వశ్చన్స్ సారీ ఇది ఇక్కడ ఇది ఇట్లా 2 సార్లు ఇచ్చాను. ఒక నిమిషం తీసేద్దాం అట్లా, ఒక నిమిషం ఆగండి.
If we move on, what are the other players which are getting into this space?
గూగుల్ అండి, చెప్పాను కదా, గూగుల్ బార్డ్.
Yeah. Bard is Google's.
So I apologize for the mistake in my previous response. My God, it is telling you apology, and what else? It is more professional. So question 1 in multiple choice question, I asked to give me 4 questions, right? So it is giving in the multiple choice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will ask now, can you give fill in the blank format? Question 2, got it?
Yeah.
So you can also give in different formats, and if any other formats and any indicator, I don't know different formats. Do you have any other formats?
Yeah, yes or no? Yes or no option.
One line answers,
One line answer,
You
yes or
in,
no option.
Let us
Yeah.
say yes.
choose the right, I mean,
Yes or
that
no?
already it is
Format.
given. Choose the right one.
Yeah. Sure. Chorus, no questions in sports.
Yes or no? That are only questions. Did all questions are formed in such a way? Is it
Perfect.
tenfold?
Yeah,
Okay.
you say yes or no.
అదండి మీరు అంటే యూ కెన్ ఎక్స్పెరిమెంట్ ఇట్.
Yeah, yeah.
Perfect.
తర్వాత ఒక మీకు టీచర్ అనుకోండి మీరు, లేదంటే మీకు ఒక పారాగ్రాఫ్ ఒక పెద్ద స్టోరీ ఉంటది, వచ్చి నాకు దానిలో వచ్చి కొన్ని క్వశ్చన్ పేపర్ తయారు చేయమంటాను నేను మిమ్మల్ని. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్,
Right.
దిస్ ఇస్ వాట్ ద పారాగ్రాఫ్ ఐ గివ్ టు ఇట్. ఓకే,
Yeah.
Okay.
సో వాట్ ఐఎమ్ ఆస్కింగ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ జస్ట్ derive maximum 8 questions from this essay.
Okay.
Otherwise it will write too many.
Yeah.
So it is going through the complete essay. I think the teachers, it is really gold, right?
Awesome.
If any new
Yes,
topics
awesome.
are there, it just simply create the essays, and within I think 1 or 2 minutes you can generate the questions and give it to the students from a
Perfect.
new topic.
No, I think coaching centers, they have a tough time.
Yeah. This
Total
is-
teaching
Student
profession is
also
under
get,
shutdown now with this.
Okay, మీరు పోయం రాయమన్నారు కదా.
Yes, sir. Poem.
పోయం నా బుక్ మీద అడిగాను, ఎట్లా రాస్తుందో చూపిద్దాం. Write a poem on lean digital thinking, digitalizing businesses in a new world order, authored by VSR, published by one of the top 50 publishers, Bloomsbury.
Bloomsbury,
Right?
yeah.
Let us see. Time ఉందా అండి?
Yeah,
Yeah.
proceed, sir. No problem.
Please, sir.
I think it's very interesting.
ఇది స్లో ఎందుకు అవుతుందంటే there are millions of people using కదండి. So
But since you have written about your book, it should have an access to your book to read it, right? To write this.
కాదండి, అక్కడ నా బుక్ గురించి దానికి ఇంటర్నెట్ లో ఉన్న మల్టిపుల్ సోర్సెస్, వాళ్ళకి చాలా సోర్సెస్ నుంచి వచ్చిన డేటాతో అది అర్థం చేసుకుంది. లీన్ డిజిటల్ అది 2021 లో రిలీజ్ అయింది కాబట్టి కొంత ఐడియా ఉంది.
Okay.
అదే 2022 లో అయితే కనుక ఇట్ మైట్ సే ఐ డోంట్ నో అబౌట్ బుక్ ఆధార్ చేస్తాను.
In the
So-
world of business, a
It's
new
listing.
order has begun.
Where the digital age reigns, and the old ways are done. Enter lean digital thinking, a concept so bold. For digitalizing businesses, it is pure gold. Very good, and I like it.
Yeah. You can.
Authored
You are
by
confirming it
VSR.
actually.
Authored
You're
by
confirming
VSR. I myself can brand it, in fact.
Yeah, branding. Yeah, that's right.
Authored by VSR with Bloomsbury by its side, the powerful idea cannot be denied. It is not just about data, numbers, and code. It is about rethinking how businesses are old.
Okay.
Okay, done.
Great. Yeah.
Poems you can write. Then okay, and you want to have, because one of your daughter or son US seller, and then your daughter son wants to have, give me recipe amma sachindi. Ide na too many requests in 1 hour.
Acha, okay. Oh, there is a time limit, is it? I mean,
టైమే
window.
ఉండదు. ఒకసారి అందులో ఇప్పుడు నేను 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 ఇక్కడే కాదు రోజు కూడా ఇట్లా చేస్తుంటా, అదే ప్రాబ్లం దాంతో.
Okay.
లాస్ట్ 1 hour నుంచి నువ్వు విపరీతంగా వాడేస్తున్నావు, ఆగమంటుంది అది. ఇంకా నా దగ్గర ఇంకా మనం కంప్లీట్ చేసింది హాఫ్ సినారియోస్, అసలు బిజినెస్ సైడ్ ఇంకా కొన్ని ఉన్నాయి, కొంచెం ఆగుదాము. ఈ లోపు ఏమైనా క్వశ్చన్స్ ఉంటే అడగండి.
Coming back to this medical diagnostics, yes, sir, across the world now it is a big talk that lot of doctors are actually transferring their prescription onto the artificial intelligence, and ChatGPT is going to be the future where all 24/7 dispensaries would work and they give service to the patients. Okay. So there they find that a single wrong input could actually get a wrong prescription done, wherein it could result in the death of somebody. Okay. I mean, that could be the last one that may happen, but then there is always a chance that somebody will get affected by artificial intelligence. So, and a lot of people are talking about ethical issues about this. There is no privacy of an individual, virtually. Tomorrow you get to learn everything about everybody.
Okay.
So, how far it will be accepted in future? Now
I think
people
I
are
will do one
liking
thing,
because.
so in the interest of the time, what I do, the remaining sections let me complete.
Okay. Yeah.
Get answers to whatever. I think scenarios manaki konsepu aagte it may allow me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now let us complete the other things here. Okay, I will talk, I will answer Andy while we are talking on this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think the most important thing for us is this, what are the business benefits, right? So one important thing you need to understand is that GPT-3 is built on the common content available from various sources, which are very generic and publicly available. Not specific to your own industry or your own hospital or your own institution, right?
Okay.
It doesn't know anything about your company data or your organization data. So that is the first important thing. ChatGPT is only one application built on the GPT-3. GPT-3 is not specific to your organization or your country or something.
Okay.
The 175 billion parameters are taken from so many sources available in the market.
Okay.
If you want to have specific to your own industry or own company and all, you must have a separate ChatGPT equivalent. It need not be built on GPT-3 only. You got my point, what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
You will have your own language model and you ensure that it is trained on your some 30-40 years of data available, let us say LV Prasad institution on iData, for example, right? So you have a GPT-3 of LV Prasad. You may not call it as a GPT-3, it called as a LVP transformer. Right, Andy?
Yeah.
Okay. So context is very important, but this one will be generic. Whatever information is available, you can do that. So it can enhance the customer service. I will also talk about how you can do if you want a bit specific, Andy, even using GPT-3. It improves the marketing and branding through high quality content generation. Nenu migata examples kuda chupichu unte, I could have showed the other examples. Another 10 examples are there. You could have understand this better. Let me see if it allows me.
Sir, extending to your question, can I ask some small points, sir?
Please, Andy.
Suppose your book is there. You said just now, your example that you took, you said that it gathered information that is prevailing in the net and then try to simulate and bring out a composition what it has done there. Can we link a specific book straight away, sir? You have a PDF file, book straight away. Can you ask, read that PDF file, you load it and ask him to, can it be done specific to your requirement?
If suppose that PDF file is available, the web somewhere, and you are asking, give me the summary of that book, it will give you only.
So, but that book will become open to all.
Yeah, that book already available on the internet.
No, suppose this I don't want, let's say the book is not open to all.
So it all depends, Andy. A book not available internet, and it may not know it.
Okay. No, can I give a specific access? I'm saying only to that. Can it be done like that? Because I'm putting it for sale also.
Isn't it?
I'm putting the book for sale also, sir. I can't just put it just in the internet for free.
And if you want to book it, if you want to tell that I want to put it on a sale, how you want to phrase a question? Maybe you can.
No, sir, I'm only saying your book is there, for example, your own book, which you are put for sale now, and you
Okay.
don't want it to be read by everybody just like that for free of cost. But I
Okay.
want a summary of that book. Maybe somebody wants to read a summary of that book. The book
Okay.
is there, specific access is there. So I'll try to access that book and can I get it? So the number of times it happens that I have a video, I would like to convert it to a talk.
One second,
But I would like everybody
it
to know.
doesn't give you links and it doesn't give you any references to the internet.
Okay.
This is not real time.
Right, sir, right. Okay.
Okay, if you want that, there is a plugin they built it. Search on the web on చూడండి ఇక్కడ కింద.
Yes.
Yes.
అది డిఫాల్ట్ రాదు అది.
Okay.
మనం డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకుని ఇంటిగ్రేట్ చేసుకుంటే మీరు అడిగిన లింక్స్ రిఫరెన్స్లు కూడా ఇచ్చేస్తుంది అప్పుడు.
Right.
కానీ I did not find much value. It is not that accurate.
Okay.
Okay. సో అది మనం చూద్దామండి మరి ఇది అది వస్తే మీకు ఆ 10 కూడా వస్తే బాగుంటుంది. దెన్ ఓన్లీ యూ అండర్స్టాండ్ రియల్ బిజినెస్ థింగ్స్ అన్నమాట.
ఓకే,
చూద్దాం మరి ఇది మనం అయ్యే లోపల వస్తుందా రాదా అనేది.
So
మనకి ఇది దిస్ ఈజ్ అప్ టు 2021 డిసెంబర్ అండి.
అవునండి.
ఓకే, సో ఇప్పుడు 2021 డిసెంబర్ వరకు సర్వే రిపోర్ట్స్ కానీ తర్వాత అనాలిసిస్ కానీ అబౌట్
మొత్తం వెబ్ లో ఉన్న అన్ని
అంతా చేసి ఇచ్చేస్తుంది, బ్రీఫ్ అవుట్ చేసి మనకి ఏ విధంగా
ఏం కావాలని ఇచ్చేస్తుంది. మీకు వెబ్ లో ఉన్న ఆ రోజున అవైలబుల్ అంతవరకు ఉన్న వాటి గురించి మీరు ఏది అడిగినా అది ఇవ్వగలదు. ఎందుకంటే ఇట్ ఆల్రెడీ లెర్న్.
ఓకే, ఇట్ టీచెస్ ఆల్సో ఇన్ వాయిస్ మాడ్యూల్ లో.
వాయిస్ లేదండి ఇప్పుడు GPT-3 లో వాయిస్ లేదు, ఓన్లీ టెక్స్ట్ యాజ్ ఆఫ్ నౌ.
ఓకే,
మీకు వాయిస్ కావాలి అంటే మీరు చెప్తాను అది కూడా ఏం చేయాలో చెప్తాను. అది వర్క్ అరౌండ్స్ ఉంటాయి అవి.
ఓకే, ఓకే.
GPT-3 మీద ఓపెన్ AI హ్యాస్ బిల్ట్ ChatGPT as one application. They built another few other applications also.
ఓకే,
Okay, so this
yes, sir,
will
Garu, between yeah, have you finished that?
ఇది ఓకే అండి. జస్ట్ లెట్ మీ టెల్. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ ChatGPT డేంజర్స్ కూడా ఉన్నాయండి. బికాస్ as I said, it can be misused by the bad actors, right? And it can write a message like phishing or attacks. That means as if it is coming from an authentic source. You already experience in the mails, right? Something comes
Yeah,
from
Yeah,
coming from,
right.
and it has the potential to write all those junk, and it also displays some of the jobs. I will talk about it. Let us spend some time on that. And it impact on creative thinking and cognitive skills. If it is giving everything, then my thinking stops, right?
Yeah.
I just go and ask a question, it will give, and then I'll go and paste it. No, I'm sorry, that's not the way we build the talent, right? And breakdown in social skills and personal relationships, because you are always in front of it, and you don't want to talk to your teacher, you don't want to talk to your colleague, probably you only want to talk to ChatGPT. Because it is giving too much of information.
That means in
So when
future
it comes
you
to
get,
Google-
updated versions like at December
When it-
2022 and
Now they are
December
working on GPT-4.
4. Okay.
The date is not clear, but they say this year. Then you will have even 2022 data trained.
That I will know.
Include.
Okay. The difference
Yes, sir,
between
Garu.
this, చెప్పండి.
Yeah. When it comes to Google, normally when you try to search something on the Google, it will give you, let's say, 100,000 pages at some point of time. How ChatGPT is actually avoided that and just shortlisted and giving you only precise answers as much as possible compared
Sir,
to Google
you are
search.
from life sciences industry, right?
Yeah.
For example, I'll ask you a question. ప్రసాద్ గారు, కృష్ణ ప్రసాద్ గారు, ఇప్పుడు ఈ వ్యాక్సిన్స్ అనేవి అంత తొందరగా ఎలా రిలీజ్ చేయగల? హౌ ఫాస్ట్, హౌ ది భారత్ బయోటెక్ ఏబుల్ టు రిలీజ్ ద వ్యాక్సిన్ ఇన్ pretty faster way? If I asked that, if it is in Google, it might give you 10, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Articles. But if I ask
Right.
you what you do, you will say, let me tell you version 1, version 2, version 3. You don't say that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't give me,
Yeah.
you don't give me, you will give me an answer.
All the details, but yeah, I'll try to summarize and give you a gist of it.
That's right.
Absolutely. These are all built like that.
Okay.
That's the advantage.
So,
That is the advantage.
Does
May
it,
be
does
best
it
or it
take,
may not be
let us say, the Google content and concises it, briefs it and gives it to a specific question put to it, something
It
like
is
that.
not only
So that
Google.
arrangement is being
It has
done
taken
by
the
AI.
data from so many billions and millions of the data sources available on the web. Not only just
Okay.
Google,
Okay,
right?
okay.
So, మీకు ఇందాక టైం ఉంటూ చూపించాల్సింది ఏంటంటే one important thing is it generates software code, very low end code.
Yeah.
ChatGPT.
Okay.
The coders will have a challenge, and you can generate a malicious code and integrate with the right application. It can destroy.
Yes.
My God.
So,
Mostly.
I think మనం ఓన్లీ మూవీలో ఇంటర్వ్యూషన్ వరకే వచ్చాం, బట్ నెక్స్ట్ పార్ట్ మీరు చూడకపోతే ఆ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ పోద్ది, చూడాలి మరి. మనకి అదేమో అబ్స్ట్రక్షన్.
That's
We
true.
will have one more session, so in that case, if we're not able to.
If it is not able to, then we'll see.
Yes.
Is answering or let's see.
I think it's answering.
No.
No.
Too many requests.
Too many.
So you can
I
change the
think too
email
fast.
ID again, sir. Sir,
I
can
think
you
it will
log in
ban
with
me
a different mail?
after some time.
Sir, can you log in with a different email ID and then start?
No, I
Yeah.
registered. That will take time. I think. Let us see.
No, but it can be done like that.
Yeah. I think my
Yeah, I
user
think
ID,
so.
yes.
Yes.
This is okay. Rende,
Correct,
ChatGPT. There is a constraint. I already talked about it. It is trained on 2021. I already told you, right?
Yeah.
So it may not give up-to-date events. Anything happened after December 2021, it traces that. I don't know.
Yeah.
And do you want to ban or continue ChatGPT in academic institutions now after seeing this? What do you think?
Yeah. A big question. $1 million question.
Students can write the essays within fraction of seconds. Students can answer the question papers. Homework can be done pretty fast.
I think the edutech companies will have a tough time because
So I think there should be restrictions, sir, because they are scuttling the memory, the memory, original memory of a student or a child.
Yeah.
Sir, how
Yes.
many people, I'm sorry to ask this adult question, how many people you think students can see the adult movies in India? Adult, this one? Percentage, can you guess?
Almost everybody, sir.
Then Indian government has put so much controls on that, right?
Yes.
So I don't think you can control.
Right, actually, but yeah.
So
Then we'll be degenerating the students, sir.
My
Is it going
thoughts.
to happen like that?
My thoughts, whether this is where we
Yeah.
as management, the management association like you also need to work now, because we have to ensure it is responsibly used.
Yes.
The first thing is introduce the standards for academic integrity and the responsible use of every academic institution must train, define how you have to use artificial intelligence or related tools like ChatGPT in our academic institution. Like any organization, you will have the core values, right? Or rituals or a culture. This should be part and parcel of academic institutions, number one. Today, students don't know, teachers don't know. So there must be standards. It's an integrity and responsible use of AI. Then how do you position ChatGPT? It's like just giving a question and answer. No, it is a teacher. It is another teacher. It is our extended teacher. It is your mentor. It is your guide. Consider that like that only. Not to cheat. Unfortunately, in Hyderabad, if you look at any engineering assignment is given, you go to Amirpet or somewhere in the Himayat Nagar and you get it done, right? The electronics projects, whatever it is. That's not the purpose of giving a case study. So there are ways. I mean, so that's where the standards and all will help the parents' education and not controlling them, educating them to use it for right purposes. But some people, of course, will misuse. You can't do anything. Students use ChatGPT as a learning tool or a validation tool. If suppose they have done some homework, if they want to validate and see what ChatGPT is giving an answer, what I have done, let me compare. And coach the teachers to acquire new knowledge within a shorter time, because they don't have time to prepare. ChatGPT can give you a very abstract answers pretty fast. Let the teachers learn from ChatGPT in real time. Okay, another very interesting thing, Sunday, everyone has to be careful. Today, we have the tools to identify whether the content is generated by the machine or human being. If you take the ChatGPT generated content as a student, I cheated you. I can feed that content to another tool, and that tool will say that this is generated by a machine. This is not by human being. You can be easily caught. Educate the students, my dear friends. If you are very clever, we are intelligent.
Like we had this glass print business, GP, in colleges.
What is that?
So when we asked to do drawings exercises in engineering, geometrical drawing, many people used to put a grass print and put a light underneath and
Right. Yes, you're right. Yeah. So now there are tools available to find whether I generated too much of a content there, right? A novel. I asked it to write a plot for Nepal, Sita, and Amaravati Arjun.
Yeah.
I did not write it. But I can tell I wrote a plot and send it to all of you. But a clever guy, one of you, maybe Prasad Garu, might put it in another tool and say, "Yes, sir, don't cheat me, yaar. This is generated by some AI machine." Right? So we have to be careful. That's why it is also an education for all of us. We
Yes,
cannot claim that I have written it. If we ChatGPT has written it, write it. This is written by ChatGPT. In fact, I put it one tweet.
Sir, I've
Oh.
seen certain of the articles. I put it in a plagiarism check. Then they said that these are all unique and these are all original.
Louder, Sivaranga.
Yes, sir. Sir, Arthamendu, sir, you got my point, right?
గట్టిగా మాట్లాడండి శివరామ్ గారు గట్టిగా మాట్లాడండి.
I put some original, I put some content was generated by GPT and tested the plagiarism check for that.
Plagiarism, it's failed. And
Then it says that it's original and original content.
it is original. It is like virtual brain generated it, but it is human generated or machine generated. You have to check it.
Yes. There'll be many ethical issues, VSR Garu. That's what I find when it comes to intellectual property rights, the patent rights, the
ChatGPT
articles.
content మీరు ఎట్లా పడితే అట్లా వాడకూడదండి. You have to. They also have a terms and conditions. We cannot just like that copy and paste from this and put somewhere.
Put somewhere.
We have to understand their terms and conditions. Okay. Anyway, so next, does ChatGPT create jobs or displace jobs? What do you think?
Yeah, in some area it
Yeah, I think it's a mixed result.
yeah.
See,
So
when it comes to teaching, very few teachers will come forward. I mean, they will be actually given a backseat. A lot of individual biases come in. What I find here is when it wrote something against the BJP government, the last paragraph talked something positive about India in the current status. So there is a balanced view that's coming up in ChatGPT.
Yeah.
So I guess it's got both sides to it, and the coin has got two sides, the pluses and minuses. I foresee a lot many ethical issues, patent infringements that could come in. As you said, plagiarism, copy paste would happen from ChatGPT as well. So they may take the content and say that I have written it.
But unfortunately, it doesn't check the plagiarism, so it fails. That's where we have to check
Unfortunately,
it. Is it human generated or a machine generated?
Yes.
That is very important for all of us in the profession.
Acha, I have one small thing, and like one question. 3 people will be asking ChatGPT. Okay, same question about some survey report of 2020-21 of India industry, something like that, and it gives answer from various blogs and various content. It scrutinizes and it gives its own smart answer. Will it give the same equal answer for all 3 people or different people? Randomly,
Different. Even it may give different answer after you try 1 hour.
1 hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't know. I mean, it is just trying to give. See, if you ask me what is Industry 4.0 at this instant,
Yeah.
I'll give an answer. But if you ask me tomorrow, I might slightly change it, no?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I may not exactly
It gets
replicate
updated.
and tell what I told, right?
Okay.
It gets updated, right?
Need not be.
Update, not only updated, it is available data randomly picks it up and gives
Yeah,
answer.
see, I am a human being. You ask me what is the 5th industrial revolution. Today I will tell 5th industrial revolution is different. It is, I think, humans and machines work together. Machines are powerful, etc., etc. But tomorrow, if you ask, I might slightly change the formation of the sentences. I might give an additional examples probably. right?
Okay. In
So
that
one
sense.
person himself, if you ask now and after 2 hours, you may get a slightly refined or whatever answer.
Changed version.
Changed
But-
version.
Yeah, if
So-
we are a mugged up person, for example, if I mugged
That is
up
different. That's
I
not
can
brain.
input.
That's not brain, right? So
Yeah, okay.
Sir, can you
But
throw
with
some
the-
light on API and the business tools, how that can be?
I'll just complete this and yeah, just let me see. I think we need to have another session a day exclusively on business.
Yes, sir. Actually, we are deviating. The subject is on MSME and we are getting into literacy and.
So 10 scenarios, which I thought, initial scenarios, I thought that is some fun, you can get it.
Because MSME, we will talk more on productivity, how we can increase.
Yeah, I will show that,
The actual subject line, we are getting to something else.
Okay, now let us look at which jobs are impacted. I don't say they will be displaced immediately. One is the content creators because it can generate blogs, it can give you captions for tweets, Facebook or Instagram, whatever, everything it can give you. And the paralegals and legal assistants, their jobs will be challenged. The analysis of, if you ask something on in 1924 Law Act, what is that and all, it will simply give the answer, right?
I think you can have your PPT back, sir. Again, you have some presentation that,
Oh, presentation you are not able to see?
No, presentation is not here. Only you have.
We are still
the
in
question and answers.
ChatGPT screen.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, this is what I told you. If you want to, in the academic institutions, standards, teacher, mentor, guide, learning tool and all, right? That's machine to machine. Then this is what next one is. These are all the jobs it will impact seriously. Content creators, technical writers, some journalists, paralegals and legal assistants, market research analysis. Suppose, for example, I want to know what is Oracle or what is the industry trends in healthcare. I don't need to depend on somebody, right? So market research analysts, teachers to some extent, at least teachers will lose respect if they give wrong answers, unfortunately. Because ChatGPT gives some answers to the students. Then personal financial advisors, customer service agents, because ChatGPT can provide an excellent answers to whatever queries you have.
Okay.
Speech writers. You write the speeches for the political leaders, right?
Translators, yeah.
Political writers. Political leaders, somebody, Modi is coming, somebody, you have to give a speech to him.
Right.
We don't need them. It will write. We don't need language translators. I got an RFP from Germany in German language. Then I will ask, I will just pump it to this type of GPT-3 and tools. It will automatically translate to English. And it will
But sir,
also
sorry to interrupt you. Authenticity of translation has to be seen. Even Google Translate is not perfect. If you know the language, if you look at the translated output, you may have to tweak it. Similarly, we need to test ChatGPT how it comes to translation. Did you try?
This is only a productivity improvement tool. Don't consider that it is an exact what you want.
Okay.
It might reduce your 50 to 60% of your work.
Right. Okay.
But you have to go through and you have to bring it to your own language also, if required.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
No, it's not allowing me. Okay. I hope you are able to see the screen.
Yeah.
Then, which new jobs will be created? For example, at this juncture. So, we need to have you might tell only as a managing director or a CMD, I will tell, my dear interrogator or questionnaire, I want to get these things. This is what I want. Then this guy has to formulate the right questions. Like I have given, right? 10 scenarios I have shown.
Okay.
So there will be a new role called a questionnaire, interrogator type of a thing. Then like a chatbot script writer. That means what sort of script I have to give. If I told you, right, Nepal, if I am a content writer, then I have to write a small script asking what I want in detail, right? Unless you give the right script to it, it can't give right answer. Then like Prasad Garu mentioned, whether it is right or wrong, then you need to have quality analysts to check the content generated by ChatGPTs.
Okay.
There is a new roles will get created. It's not like blindly you take it what ChatGPT has given. Then ChatGPT content moderator also, like it, whatever the content it generated, it is not final. Right?
Yeah.
Then how to generate the right content from ChatGPT? Again, you need to give the right inputs. For that, you need to have social media AI content creators. Anyway, these are all very representative roles. So
Yeah.
somebody says that some jobs will be replaced, but somebody says some jobs will be created. Okay. So there are startups. What now? I think one of your colleagues is asking the API and all. So suppose, for example, ChatGPT or GPT-3 doesn't support voice only.
Yeah.
But how I can use GPT-3 transformer? Then what I have to do is I have to build a separate application with speech recognition, like Siri, and you have to use a translation of the speech into text and then pump it to the GPT-3.
Okay.
GPT-3 will bring you answer in text like what you have seen in the ChatGPT. You translate it to a voice or a text into your application. You got my point what I'm saying?
Okay.
So now people are building applications on the top of GPT because GPT-3 is only language model and text supported. If you need anything on the top of that, do it your homework, translate it to text and send it to it.
Okay.
So if you want industry specific ChatGPT, then they will give you the clone of GPT-3 model. I don't know, you might need to pay something to them. Okay. They'll give you the clone of that, but you have to now pump your industry data specific to this model and train it.
Okay.
That is called GPT-3 fine tuning. Okay. So you can build startups which can build the voice assistants, like I said, using GPT-3 because the GPT-3 language model is highly powerful. If you want to build such type of a thing, it is impossible. And you can build a beautiful user interface. ChatGPT interface is only one liner. But I can have an excellent user interface and the data I can capture it there. I want to have, this is my theme. I want to have an Instagram. I want to have a tweet and all, everything. And then I submit a button. Then the GPT-3 API pulls it, do that, whatever, and get it back and show it on the screen in a very beautiful way, maybe in the image form. All those things ChatGPT, all those things GPT-3 doesn't have. But you have to use the API of GPT-3 on the top. Whatever you send it is text, whatever it gives you the text. But on the top of that, there are so many third-party tools are there. Or you can build our own tools and make them an image, make them a voice, make them a video. It doesn't matter. You got my point what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
So the user interfaces you can build and release your own application, which is built on the GPT-3. There are so many startups coming out using that GPT-3 base, using that API. Top of that, so many custom apps are being built for customer services, for employee engagement, for hiring, recruitment, so many things. Got it?
Yeah.
This is what the startups can really look at. Okay. I want to show you this. This is actually, I put it in my PPT, my dear friends. So the speed at which I am giving the questions, it is telling me, please stop. Okay. I think
Dinesh here, if that helps, I can volunteer. I can share my screen and I open the ChatGPT on my laptop. If
please,
that helps.
but do you have time? Because we have another
That's the
10
thing.
scenarios.
Sir, we are already through, sir. We are already through. We are at the end of session.
Yeah, we have 15 minutes required if you want to show the other scenarios.
Yeah, I think Rediger, I think we can go ahead and again 15 minutes only saying. I think, yeah.
Maybe we can have one more round of session where we can align the productivity tools related to industry wise.
I think we will have probably, as you rightly said, I think MSME management, productivity, content creation, go-to-market strategies, how you can create, business models, how you can create.
Yeah,
We'll
that is
ask the
better.
ChatGPT to give me a business model for my business, or you'll ask the ChatGPT to give me a project plan for my initiative, give me the tasks.
Okay.
That can be, I mean, I hope you got a gist of
Yes.
what it is today, because this is all just, I think, my homework, my practice. But some of the things are theoretical because I never tested API. I'm not a technical guy. But I think every technical champion is there. They have to test it. I already gave to some youngsters some of the things. I want to give some inputs, and it should automatically generate some code.
Actually, now you are saying a 15 minutes, sir. What you want to show in the 15 minutes? So,
Same. I want to show business models because I'm not sure whether people get tired or we can have.
Okay.
Okay, if you want, I can a glimpse of that. I can show.
Yeah, Dinesh,
Yeah,
if
please continue,
possible,
sir.
can you type the business models for MSME? Or
Yeah, I will tell you the question just to
Yes,
type
sir.
it.
Yes, sir. I understood. Yeah.
Okay,
Can you
just
make me the host, please? Can somebody make me the
yes,
host?
1 second.
Sure, sir.
Yeah,
Yes.
sir.
He can give, I think. Yeah. You just type it a question saying that give me a website layout. Give me website layout for my multi-specialty hospital.
Please confirm you're able to see my screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're able to see the ChatGPT?
Yes. Go ahead.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Give me website layout for my, let us say, management association in India. No, okay, it's all right.
If it is showing only text, then how can you show the layout, sir?
Layout is just give you headers. Okay, you put the logo. Okay, then you can ask the next question, very interesting. For each of these headings, give me content.
Oh,
Images and all you have to take from somewhere.
separately. Yeah.
See, it is saying
Right
about,
now it's only
okay.
text.
Yeah, it will have hero section, headers, about us will be there in the about us, what you should have. In the membership section, see
Yes.
membership section and all. Give me content. Okay.
Now, can we go back to the question what has been asked about the healthcare industry?
No, I asked him, I changed it.
Management.
Management association, I told.
Yeah.
So anything you can say, I want to have a website layout for my banking company. I want to have a website layout for my electrical vehicle company. Then it will contextualize and give you everything.
Electrical vehicle company, sir.
Oh, they are
having
ready.
it.
It stop chamber.
Yeah.
Okay.
You stop it and ask, give me a very detailed website layout, trendy, yeah, whatever you want here. Website, trendy, new,
EV, electrical.
detailed, trendy website layout for a electrical vehicles business.
Yeah.
I'm seeing the excitement of school kids and college kids in the members.
Sir, I will tell you, last time I sent one Republic Day image, that is another tool.
Okay.
What a beautiful image it created. I tested, it said you are exhausted, free version is over. The number of images it generated, humans, I think you can't really great images.
So is it the history related of India?
Anything you ask, it will generate whatever you want.
Maybe I'll start using it for primary research on Hyderabad history.
You can
Sir,
go
you
for
are
a
getting it,
grandfather,
look at,
Devendra sir.
The other Edgar is trying to save money on website. ChatGPT is the last one you should go to here.
No, sir. See, what I was trying to do is that we want to be in time limit and we should be adhering to that title of our
Yeah, that's
webinar.
very true.
so this is the, I think your, you got a very clear, if you say that I'm not happy with this, let us write it. I'm not happy with this layout. Please improve it.
మన దగ్గర తెలుగులో అడిగేవాడికి చెప్పేవాడు లోకు అంటారు కదా టైప్.
I apologize that the initial layout did not meet our expectations. Here is an updated version. See, sir, my apology good.
Without asking for extra money.
We'll stop it.
refining it.
The next one. Go to the next one. Write a tweet praising Telugu language and culture.
In Telugu.
Try it. Telugu lo sachipotunnadi. You can try in Telugu also. Write a tweet praising Telugu language or Telugu in Telugu.
Telugu, yeah.
In Telugu language. Let us see. Telugu is not giving. Sometimes it will say apology. Sometimes it is giving certainly.
Yeah, certainly. Telugu praising.
Yeah.
Telugu
It's
language.
it's thinking.
Thinking.
Yeah. It's working actually.
అసలు తెలుగు భయంకరం మామూలుగా కళ్ళలో బ్లడ్ వస్తుంది మనకి. It writes all mistakes.
I think it's thinking.
Thinking.
It's coming to India and then Andhra, then
Hyderabad.
Is it landing at Rajendra Pethi?
Yeah. Oh my God.
తెలుగు భాష
తెలుగు భాష
అత్యంత
అత్యంత
ఆనందదాయకం
దాయకంగా
ఉంటుంది.
ఉంటుంది. Fantastic.
Very good.
మన భాష కాదు, వెరీ స్లో. మన సంస్కృతిని వెరీ ఫాస్ట్ ప్రతినిధించే ఒక అద్భుత వాక్యాల సంస్కృతి. మరియు
English version.
ఆ ప్రతినిధించేది అనేది రాంగ్.
That's why I said it is still learning. Okay, it's not yet properly taught it.
తర్వాత ఇంగ్లీష్ లోకి వెళ్ళిపోయింది.
This is like a second class.
It depends on what we are feeding, sir. What can understand for the entire summary. I'll not start doing what of things right now, but what I'm saying, the kind of inputs what we are getting, it all depends on this one. If suppose I want to build one narrative, if I feed more with the narratives, then it will pick up those narratives.
Okay, ఇంకొకటండి, write a go-to-market strategy for my electrical vehicle business.
ఇదే మరి బాగుంది.
Go to market.
Go-to-market plan.
GTM.
Plan
Attention, దేవేంద్ర రెడ్డి గారు.
ఆయన మరి ఎంగేజ్ చేయాలంటే మనం ఆయన బిజినెస్ చెప్పాలి అక్కడ.
అది కాదు సార్, you all are at home, I'm at the factory, I need to rush back to Kukatpalli.
We are giving an excellent go-to-market plan.
Yes. Electric vehicle company. Wow.
No. Business.
No, sir, it should be go-to-market strategy for EVs.
Here are some. Wow.
No, in fact, one of my friend tried to check about me, gave good feedback.
Okay.
Wow. Beautiful.
Okay, sir, you can, I think this is a strategy, but you can get it, even if you want a plan, you can give, you can ask a business model, you can ask slogans, you can ask responsibilities for each role. It will give you. It will ask you KPI for key performance indicators for your business. It will give you. It will ask, if you want to generate a resume for a CEO role, it will give you.
Oh, great.
Perfect.
Okay, I think it will generate software templates also, but unfortunately we don't have time. I can give that script if you guys want to experiment at home.
Okay, yeah.
So that now you got it, right? Just of you ask anything.
Yeah.
If it knows, it will sell. If it doesn't know, I'm sorry, it will say.
It's awesome actually.
Yeah, I hope you got the overall 360-degree view of. Just to summarize, it is a general artificial intelligence, NLP, natural language processing models called language models. They are also called transformers. And the transformer today, what we use it is GPT-3, and we also have Google Bard and the other. I think Google Bard is not a transformer. I think it's like a ChatGPT. I think their transformer might be Lambda. I think something like that. Okay. So then on the top of GPT-3, you can build so many applications. One of the applications what we have seen is ChatGPT, which is built by the parent company OpenAI, but you can build as many custom applications on the top of already pre-trained GPT-3.
Okay.
And you can see now, starting from artists, content writers, poetries, or whatever, lyrics, whatever she said, I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. Okay, and your business plan, your go-to-market plan, business model, resumes, roles, responsibility. You can ask, give me the right organization structure for my electrical business. It will give you good organization structure.
Okay.
No, it can't tell you about Google Bot because Google Bot has been
No, it
very
is not.
recently.
Google Bot is 2022.
I
Yes,
see.
yes.
Sorry, 23. It doesn't
It's up
work.
to 2021 only. It will actually.
Correct.
Mm.
do that.
Mm.
And VSR Garu, is ChatGPT the reason why Google found the bot?
Yeah.
Already, that's where they are worried now. ChatGPT is taking the market, and Microsoft is integrating this ChatGPT with an extraordinary interface you will have. In Bing, it will be there. In Word, it will be there. In Excel, it will be there.
When you can expect, Andy? When you can expect that? Modified.
Soon, I think in this year, I don't know exact date, but they already invested at $10 billion, right?
Yeah.
So I think.
Dinesh, you have idea?
Warren Day, you don't know, Google may lose to Microsoft. The next 1 decade is a very, very interesting decade.
Yeah.
Because Google search has ruled 20 plus years.
Right.
Now we have to
I
see.
see.
They are under tremendous pressure. With one mistake done by Google Bard, they lost $100 billion in one single day. One simple mistake, Bard has given a wrong answer.
Oh.
They lost a market value 100 billion, the alphabet.
Yeah.
My God.
Acha, I think VSR Garu, I think the time is goes on, sir. If you mind.
Okay, thank you.
It's very interesting and then very key to learn. And
Anyway, this is also my first session, so I try to give whatever possible.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Sir, actually, sir, 1 minute, sir. Can we just request? We have one senior IS officer, senior bureaucrat, Mr. Gopal Krishna Garu. So welcome, sir. Namaste. We also had the chairman of Institution of Engineers. Also, a few minutes ago, I think he left now. But sir, Gopal Krishna Garu is there, sir. Namaste, sir. Welcome. I'm sure you have liked this program, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, Gopal Krishna Garu.
Can you hear me, please?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I must compliment the speaker for actually making a difficult subject very simple to follow and to understand. And one very important thing is, as the input, so the output.
Yes, sir.
So that is actually the most important thing that we should actually understand. And there could be many applications, but the person who actually designs the application is very, very important. And what is very important is there are so many things, particularly for practicing managers, there are large number of problems and there can be more than one solution to the problem. So the artificial intelligence should be able to say out of 3 or 4 options, which option is the best option. So that could actually help us in making good decisions, because making good decisions is really the crux of management. And that, I think, to what extent we can actually utilize artificial intelligence for this purpose becomes very, very important. And also what further improvements on the ChatGPT also requires to be made, those things also can be made. Because some specialization also would be required, because we cannot expect the chat to do too many things. Yeah. And it will be difficult, in which case there could be chats for different topics. And one very important thing from the politicians' point of view is that they would like a good chat box which can actually give them ready-made lectures.
That speech writers, you might have seen that.
That is the speech writers, because what happens is the speech writers, but then depending on the audience, where the emphasis should be,
context,
how they should actually pronounce it. These are very important issues. But I do think there will be a lot of this thing, and I must compliment the speaker for actually making a difficult subject easy to comprehend, and to also see that it can actually be useful in many situations.
Yeah,
that's a very, very important thing, and it depends on what you feed into it, and we get the correct answers. Only thing is that the person who actually is in charge of the feed, he has to be really very competent.
Absolutely. I mean,
I think
right, exactly you
to
said
that
right.
extent,
So
the way in which you have explained, and that especially giving examples suitable for students, suitable for this thing, maybe along with that for housewives also, you should actually give it.
No, I want to give you.
They would be very much interested.
Absolutely.
And since the children would be in school and the chat box will be at home, they may actually find it more useful to get their solutions to their problems. And once again, I thank him very much. And we would expect him again to come back and give us another lecture to supplement whatever has been done.
because one lecture may not be adequate to actually cover the entire topic. And also, next time, if the emphasis is on applications in different things, particularly for practicing managers, maybe that will be extremely helpful.
Correct.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Thank you
And
so
I
much.
must compliment the Hyderabad Management Association for actually identifying, locating Sri Rao and then requesting to come here and to give us a very, very interesting, lucid and simple thing where we can understand actually what goes into the making of these chatbots. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
30 seconds, Ramchandra Garu. My wife asked ChatGPT how I can motivate and inspire my husband to come for shopping with me. Then it gave all the things 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I asked how I can escape from it. Then it said you should not do that. You should go. You should enjoy with family and all. Sukti Mukta only it gave me.
That's nice. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And thank you, Dinesh ji also. Alwa, Devendra Garu, I think probably you can pose a vote of thanks.
Yeah, in fact, it has been already done by Gopal Krishna Garu.
Very right. Very truly said. Yes.
Thanks a lot, VS Garu. In fact, the way you started by taking the live examples, the way you started with Tesla's AI and the chat box, how it has evolved, and the AI landscape that AI, machine learning and deep learning part. The beginning was very good, and you started taking us with a live interactive session. And we felt that we went back to our schools and colleges, and we used to have this, eager to learn the new things which has come into this market. Honestly, it was an eye-opener for most of us in terms of that, how it has been built, the backup has been built. In fact, till yesterday, even till this session has happened, I was not even aware of it is limited to 2021 kind of a thing. And probably we will be looking forward for more such sessions where it will be industry specific and it will be specific to applications and how we can all improve productivity. As it has been rightly said even by STKP Garu, that everything has two sides of points. How we are feeding the content is important, and HMA as an advisory board can give inputs to academia, how this can be brought into the colleges and academic sessions also, how this chatbot can be taken as a session, as a responsible usage in academic sessions. It also can be done through HMA. And we are looking forward, and thanks a lot for the time. Thanks a lot for the time given by all the members. And thanks Gopal Krishna Garu for joining us, and the President and Rajendra Pedi Garu and all the dignitaries who are present for this webinar. And we'll be looking forward for this, and VS Garu, if possible, we can give us an article about 1200 words or 2000 words on this. Exclusively will be covering in coming HMA newsletter.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So we'll be definitely requesting VS Garu in the next maybe fortnight or so to have one of the second session. We'll be grateful for you.
Sure. In fact, I'm working, one of the collectors, I know him very well, young guy, asked me, give a session on the government specific ChatGPT. But I will do some research on that. So,
in fact, sir, as you rightly said, there are a lot of industry specific applications evolving out of it.
Right. We have to find some cases and relevant to citizens.
Yes.
Relevant
I still remember I was in school when computers came in. There are a lot of strikes by the left party saying that computers will kill the jobs, and we are seeing it has taken up, it has helped improve the productivity or economy of the country. Today, IT is one of the biggest exporter in terms of IT, and Hyderabad is the capital for that one.
Plus employment.
Same way, what we are seeing today, there will be some challenges, some reactions, some hindrances from the people saying that there will be a lot of negative things which will coming out of it. But the way we progress, the way you use it in the right way, definitely is going to improve productivity for all the industry and also such human level at a larger scale. That's what I feel it.
Sir, we're booking you, sir, next month, second week. Yes, sir.
And also, what I suggest is whoever attended, let us ask them to get what they want to get it from this.
Okay.
It also has limitations. Then once they send the questions, we will see that what is possible with ChatGPT, not possible, and we'll design content accordingly.
Oh, fine.
Yeah, better, sir. Like for example, today the biggest question is on healthcare. How it is going to support it will boon.
Healthcare, and like I said, MSME. Sir also saying MSME would be a right thing. Also, let us see how we can.
MSMEs and management.
Path breaking.
A lot of management challenges are there. How ChatGPT can help a new manager or inexperienced managers can get there. Something like that.
Right.
I'm sure we'll do it, sir. We'll do that.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Great.
Thank you, SEK Garu, after a long time from Australia.
Yeah, he has joined directly from Australia.
You got to
Thanks a
come
lot.
back to India at the earliest.
Sure, sure. Sure.
Thank you very much.
Namaste,
Nice.
Gopal Krishna garu.
Namaste.
Thank
Namaste,
you,
sir.
thank you,
Ram Chandra garu,
thank you,
namaste.
everyone. Yeah.
Thank
You know, sir, namaste and day and Gopal
Namaste.
Garu, all everybody.
Thanks, thanks Gopal Krishna garu, for your kind words.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah. Thank you, Dinesh. Thank you, Dinesh.
Thanks, Ravindra. Bye bye.
Good
Karthi,
night
close
to
it.
all.
Yeah.
That
Good
was a
night.
wonderful
Good
session.
night,
Thank you.
Shubhratri. Good night, Shubhratri. Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
End. Okay.